Hello everyone. Today's lesson is lesson 116, division by zero. Now, when we perform algebraic operations, we guard against dividing by zero. For example, the following expression reduces to 3 only if x is not 0. Okay. We substitute 0 for x and find that when x is 0, the expression equals 0 over 0. So what is the value of 0 over 0? If you try to put that in the calculator is going to give you an error message. The display is frozen and you can't do anything else until you clear the entry. We say division by zero is undefined. So we're going to consider in this lesson why division by zero is not possible. So you know 0 lies on the number line with negative numbers to its left and positive numbers to its right. Okay. So here, we're going to consider the quotient 10 over x as the values of x approaches 0. Okay? So we're going to divide the numbers closer and closer to 0 and look for a pattern. Okay? So we have a, and we're dividing numbers that are getting closer and closer to 0. Okay? So for this one, 10 divided by 1 is 10, 10 divided by 0.1 is 100, and 10 divided by 0.01 is 1,000. Okay, so let's try it with negative numbers as we get closer to 0 on the negative half of our number line. So 10 divided by negative 1 is negative 10. 10 divided by negative 0.1 is negative 100. And 10 divided by negative 0.01 is negative 1,000. So notice, as the divisors get closer to 0, then the quotients get farther from 0. Okay. So as the divisors approach 0 from the positive side, the quotients get greater and greater towards positive infinity, plus infinity. However, as the divisors approach 0 from the negative side, the quotients become lesser and lesser towards negative infinity. In other words, as the divisors of a number approach 0 from opposite sides, the quotients do not become closer, but they grow infinitely farther apart. These lines keep going and going and going. Alright, so let's look at this next problem. The numbers in the multiplication fact 2 times 4 equals 8 can be arranged to form two division facts. So 8 divided by 4 equals 2. And 8 divided by 2 equals 4. If we attempt to form two division facts for the multiplication fact 2 times 0 equals 0, one of the arrangements is not a fact. Okay, so which one is it? Well, we would have 0 divided by 2 equals 0, and then 0 divided by 0 equals 2. So this one is a fact, but this one is not a fact. Because 0 divided by 0 does not equal 2. So we have this breakdown in the inverse relationship between multiplication and division if 0 is one of those, one of the factors. Okay, so that's why it's another reason why we can't divide by 0. Okay, so if we were asked to graph the following equation, what number could we not use in place of x when generating a table of ordered pairs? Okay, so basically the number we can't use is anything that makes this equation equal to 0. So therefore, what would equal 0? Well, the way you can look at it to figure this out, pretty simply, that if x equals negative 2 plus 2 equals 0. So we'd end up with 12 over 0, which, again, we can't do. So we would say that x cannot be equal to negative 2, because that would make it dividing by 0. Okay? Alright, so those are some reasons why we can't divide by 0. Thanks for watching.